Sunday morning vinyasa. So go ahead and, if you'd like to have a block underneath your hips or underneath your knees. I like it under my knees personally. Take your hands on top of your thighs, close your eyes, sit up tall. Just rock a little bit in front of your sitting bones. And if you can bring your heels a little closer under your thighs as opposed to just crossing at the ankles. Just start to breathe your space. Just visualize the breath moving from the base of your spine all the way up, spiraling through your spine to the crown of your head. Just lifting on the inhale, spreading, opening, growing, and on the exhale, just releasing the tension and finding some depth into whatever movement you're in at the time. So again, continuing to follow the breath in and up, out and down. Inhale and drop your chin towards your chest. Relax your shoulders down. Roll your ear to your right shoulder. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, roll your chin to the chest, ear to the left shoulder. And do it again. Reach your chin down, roll over to the right shoulder. Don't go too extreme, don't go too fast. Exhale to the left shoulder. Inhale, bring your chin down. And then lift your chin up, so your chin is parallel to the floor once again. And then just look over your right shoulder. Use a lot more eyes as well. So turn your eye gaze towards the right corner of your mat. Inhale, come back to center. Turn your head to the left. Turn your eyes to the left. Inhale, come back to your center. And just have your neck in a nice long spine, chin again parallel to the floor. Inhale, hands are on your knees, bring your chin to your chest and roll backwards away from your center point, scoop out your belly. Create a giant C curve here, scooping out. Inhale, lift up and hinge forward. Exhale, chin to chest, roll back, pull the belly in. Inhale, lift up, hinge forward. Make some circles. Use your hands to help guide you. Circling from the torso, pushing and pulling. And then reverse. Make your way back to your center. Inhale, take your arms behind your back. Lean back, shake out your legs, switch the cross of the legs. And then adjust yourself again. Take your hands back on top of your thighs. Inhale and exhale. Stretch the arms overhead. Inhale, touch your palms. Exhale, right arm comes down. Just lean over. Inhale, come back up. Touch your palms. Exhale, left arm up and over. Good. Inhale, come back up. Touch your palms. Right arm down. Float side to side. Inhale. Exhale, left. And on this one, we're going to come back up and say to the right side. Hand on the floor block. Open up your shoulders, chest. And breathe. Keeping your right arm down, take your left arm on the outside of your right thigh. Then lift your torso and sweep your right arm back towards the left side of your mat. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, float your right arm up and over to the side. Exhale, release your hands, one on top of the other, right elbow over left. Roll back again into that cat pose. And then inhale, come up and wrap your arms for eagle arms. Lift the arms all the way up. Exhale, draw your arms through the center. Inhale, release the arms, stretch up overhead. Exhale, float your left arm down, lift up and over to the left side, spiral your heart open. Go as low as you want on the left arm, on the floor, on the forearm, on the block. Right arm comes outside the left thigh, lift your torso, left arm goes behind you. Inhale, stretch your left arm up and over. Take your left arm across to the right knee, so left arm's on top of right. Cross your arms or take a hug and bring the arms up for eagle arms. Exhale, release your arms, open them out. Inhale, stretch the arms all the way up. Exhale, release your hands down, lean back, shake out your legs. And spin yourself around onto your hands and knees. Take your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, pad if you need it. Spread your fingers, arch your back, tuck your toes, dip your belly. Exhale, round and curl. Good. Inhale, just come to neutral here. Bring your right foot in between your two hands. Put your hands on the floor, the blocks. And I'd like you to make that decision. Send your left leg back far enough. Shoulders back and down. Press the top of the back foot, shin down. Good. And just kind of wiggle into it a little bit, moving through the pelvis and the torso. Just getting the deepest release you can get at this moment. Then inhale, back off so that your left knee is over your heel, or hip is over your knee, and your right knee is over your heel, so you back off a little bit, bring your hands on top of your thighs. Good. Pad your knee if you need to. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, open your arms to a T. Palms open, thumbs up. Inhale, hinge forward, and take your left arm outside your right thigh, and place your right hand in prayer. And now shift forward again so that the back knee is behind your hip. Breathe in, looking good. Lift your belly up and away from your thighs. Exhale. And I'll just sing to you. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center slowly. Take your arms up overhead. Exhale, plant the hands on the floor, the blocks. Tuck your back toes underneath you. Lift the knee up. Straighten your front leg, so walk the blocks back, move them higher or keep them right where they are if you're using them. Right hip goes back, left hip goes forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Soften the front knee and step back into downward facing dog. Hips up in the air. Bend one knee at a time. And then settle into your downward facing dog for a few breaths. Pushing the weight out of the hands towards your heels, chest towards your thighs, head hangs down nice and long. Inhale, come up to your tippy toes, shift forward to a high plank, belly in, shoulders broadening, collarbones broadening. Inhale, lower your right knee to the floor, and step your left foot in between your two hands. So knee over the ankle of the left leg, back leg behind your hip, pressing the top of the foot and the shin down. Broaden your collarbones and just sink your right hip down. Get a nice release. Hug the hips towards the center. Good. Inhale. Now begin to back yourself off so your right hip is over your knee. Bring the left foot in a little closer if you need to. Bring your hands on top of your thighs. Inhale, stretch the arms all the way up. Exhale, open to a T, turn to the left side. Inhale, hinge forward, take your right arm outside the left thigh, and take your left hand into prayer. And then send your hips forward so the back knee goes again behind your hip. Lift your belly up and away from your spot, from your thigh. Inhale, come back to center, hands on the blocks. Tuck your back toes underneath you, lift the knee up, keep the hips low. Exhale, begin to straighten your front leg, any amount. Come on in, Holly. Join the crowd. Hips are squared. Actually, my dog is just freaking out because my husband's walking away. Take another breath. Good. Exhale, hands down. Soften the front knee. Step into downward dog, hips up in the air. Bend one knee, then the other. And stay in your downward facing dog. Inhale high on your tippy toes. Exhale, shift into your high plank position. Push-up position, head to tailbone long. Exhale, bend your knees to the earth and allow your belly to go all the way down to the floor. Bring your arms by your side, palms down, crown of the head forward. Bring your feet together, push your pubic bone down. Inhale, lift just your chest up, press the palms down. I'll be in a pretty modified version of this. So pushing the pubic bone down, pushing the top of the foot, shin down, lifting the chest up as high as it will go. Exhale, release down to the floor and bring your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, palms together. Inhale, reach your arms back behind you, lift the arms away from your body. Exhale, lift a little higher and choose to lift one or both legs off the floor, a lot or a little. Good, inhale and exhale. Nothing is right or wrong unless it's right or wrong for you. Inhale, lift a little higher, push your pubic bone down. Good, empty the breath, release the hands, everything comes to the floor. Push back to a child's pose. Sit back on your heels, tuck your toes. Inhale, back to your hands and knees. Downward facing dog, lift your hips in the air. Feet come together, back of the mat. Inhale, float your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest through the center into a plank position. Kick your heel towards your buttocks. Inhale, bring the right leg back up, three-legged downward dog. Exhale, step your right foot through in between your two hands. Place your hands on the floor of blocks. Inhale and exhale. So level out your hips as best you can. Make sure that your feet are not on tightrope so that you have some space between your right and your left sides. And then float up, inhale, bring the arms overhead. Sink a little lower by bending the back knee down. Stay there for a breath or two. Open the arms to a T. Good. Now begin to straighten your back leg as you hinge forward with your torso. And bring the left arm outside the right thigh. Right hand to prayer. Lift the belly up and away. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. Look down at the floor. Exhale. Plant your hands. And once again, straighten your front leg. Pull the right hip back and the left hip forward. Inhale. And exhale. And spin your back foot on its side. Might be heel to heel, might be heel to instep, might be even wider. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips and rise up. You also might have to shorten or lengthen your stance. Bend your front knee. Warrior one in the legs. Knee in line with hip, over second, third toes. Torso faces forward, back leg, pinky toe to the floor. Lifting up the inner arch of the left foot. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Exhale, take the left arm under the right once or twice. Lift the arms up. Exalt your warrior eagle arms. Inhale, lift out of your pelvis. Exhale, come forward, hinge on the inside. Elbows in, fingers down, hips square. Inhale. And exhale, lift your belly away so don't collapse onto your thighs. Keep the energy in the legs. And then inhale your weight back up. Exhale, release the arms overhead, warrior one. Inhale. You can have your arms together, you can have your arms apart. Whatever works for your body today. One more breath. Good. Exhale, bring the hands down to the floor, spin your back foot in, step into high plank, pause, shift a little forward, bend your elbows, push up or chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. Bring your feet together, back of the mat. Inhale, bring your left leg to the air, nice and high. Exhale, knee to chest, round curl, shift forward, kick the heel to the buttocks. Inhale, float your left leg up in the air. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Find stability. So you can have your hands on the floor, on the blocks, on your thigh. Good, hips are low. Inhale, float your hands from the floor. Good, and bring your arms all the way up. Exhale, bend your back knee, open your arms to the left side. As you hinge forward, begin to straighten your back leg and take your right arm outside your left thigh. Prayer hands together. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Make sure that back leg is nice and firm. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor, blocks, and straighten your front leg. Inhale and exhale. Find length in your spine, square your hips, and fold over your left shin. Good. Turn your right foot now on its side. Heel to heel, heel to instep, wider, closer. Bend your left knee. Float your arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, take your right arm under your left once or twice. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge forward, inside of your leg. Hips are squared. Hug your left hip in towards the midline. Back leg is firm. Nice, guys. Inhale. Good, pressing down through your feet. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Release your arms. Warrior one. 3 breaths, inhale. Exhale, 2 more breaths, inhale. Bye-bye. Exhale. Good, inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor, blocks. Step back into plank. Push up, chaturanga, upward dog, or just push up or cobra, or downward facing dog right away. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring your feet together, right leg floats in the air. Exhale, knee to chest, round curl, step it through. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Bend your back knee, open your arms to a T. Reach forward, hinge forward, straighten the back leg, come into your twist. Inhale, release your hands, straighten your front leg. Turn your back foot on its side. Bend your knee, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, left arm under right, once or twice. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward in between your thighs, or in between your right thigh and your left side. Good. Now we're going to spin this right foot to the left so you're on the long side of your mat. Folding forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, put a soft bend in the knees. Fold as you exhale. Inhale, rise up. Come all the way up. Exhale, hands down the center. Heel toe your feet about hips width apart. Bend your knees. Bring your left heel off the floor. I'll turn to face front for a second. Left leg over right once or twice. Eagle pose. Hips and shoulders are squared. That's it. You can have a double bind. You can have a single bind. You can have your foot on a block. So now I'm going to turn back. If you like to bow your eagle, bow, elbows in front of knees. Inhale, rise up. Release your arms and legs. Step back into a wide step. Feet are parallel. Exhale, hands to your hips. Good. Bring your fingers in either direction and just give a little massage to your back and lift your chest up a little bit higher. Turn your right toes to the right. Bump your left hip so the hips are level. Put your hands on your hips if you can't see it in a mirror or your camera. Just try to feel it with your hands. Open your arms to a T. Your arms should be right over your heels or your ankles. Exhale, bend your right knee, warrior two. Bringing again the knee in line with the hip, in line with the second, third toe. Right thigh parallel to the floor, your back foot. Big toes pressing on the floor. It's facing almost to the front left corner of your mat. Inhale. Good. Reverse your warrior. Nothing changes in your front leg. Bring your left hip to your right knee. Good. Inhale, return to warrior two. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Step through your vinyasa or skip it, add to it, doesn't matter. Just meet me in down dog. Feet up, hips up, feet together. Inhale, left leg high in the sky. Exhale, knee to chest, round and curl. Step it through. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend your knee, open to the left side. Inhale, hinge forward, straighten leg, and take your twist here. Inhale, and exhale. Good, one more breath. Release your hands to the blocks. Straighten your front leg. Turn your back toes on their side. Inhale, bend your front knee, stretch your arms overhead. Take your right arm under your left once or twice. Inhale. Good. Exhale, hinge forward. Not sure if I did that on the other side. Hug your hip in. Yes, I did. Now from this position, turn your left toes to the right and fold in between your two legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press firmly down to rise up. Keep your arms as they are. Heel toe your feet in together. Bend your knees, lift your right heel up. Send your right leg over once or twice, eagle pose. Sink down low. Square shoulders, square hips, line up your elbows and knees right down the midline of your body. Inhale. Round and curl, exhale, elbows in front of knees. This is an option you don't ever have to take. If you're taking it, make sure you're just not sitting your chest on your thighs, but see if you can get your arms a little bit in front of your knees, belly in. Good. Inhale, begin to rise up. Separate arms and legs, bring your arms overhead, separate your feet, wider than your hips, arms open out, shoulder height. Turn your left toes to the left, right toes turn slightly in. Bend your left knee, warrior two. Firm back leg, big toe, little toe, pressing down, inner arch is lifting. Left thigh, if you can, parallel to the floor. Look to your left side. Reach your hands in two directions, lift out of your torso, shoulders are stacked over hips. Inhale, reverse your arms, left arm up. Bump your right hip towards your left knee. Inhale, release your hands. Turn to face the front of your mat. Take your way through vinyasa or right into dog. Hips in the air. Inhale, lift your heels nice and high. Bend your knees. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press down to rise up. Bring your arms overhead. Bring your prayer to your heart center. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Bend your knees. Chair pose. Right over left. Right arm under left. Just for a moment in your eagle pose. Stay upright. Inhale, release your legs. Hinge forward with your arms. Torso long. Point your right toes back. Soften your front knee, step back, open warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, left hand on the inside or block or on your thigh. Right hand to your hip, turn your torso open. Left knee bends, side angle pose. Right arm comes up. Good. Take your right arm behind your back. If you can hook it, hook it. Open your torso. So more than anything, go ahead and open the torso. Straighten your front leg for a breath. And then rebend it. Left arm inside or underneath. If you take a full bind, right shoulder stays open. If not, keep just the right arm behind you, left arm on the floor, blocked thigh. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Pull your shoulder back, Laura. One more breath. Yeah. Good. Now if you're bound, release it. Right arm up, left arm down. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, bring your hands to floor blocks. Step through push-ups or knots, upward and downward facing dogs. Inhale, float onto your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Take yourself to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, ride your breath to stand all the way up. Exhale, prayer to the heart, arms by your side. Inhale, arms up, bend your knees, chair. Exhale, left leg over, left arm under, eagle. Level out your hips. Everything in the center. Inhale, sink a little lower. Exhale, come up, release the left leg, float it behind you. Find a warrior three just for a moment. Whoops, or not for me, maybe. Soften your front leg and step back, left foot. Open up the arms, warrior two. Right knee in line with hip, over second, third toe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, reverse the triangle. The warrior. Wishful thinking for me, huh? Exhale, bring your right hand inside or on the thigh or on a block. Left hand in the air, side angle. Good. Stack your shoulders. Take your left arm behind you. Maybe it'll go all the way to the inside of the right thigh, so shoulders open. Stay there. Some of you will take the right arm underneath and open up your torso. Good. Nice. Good. Better on this side, guys. Take another breath. Back out of your front leg for a breath and rebend it again. Press down firmly through your feet. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale. Exhale, take it through into vinyasa. Chaturanga, up and downward facing dogs. So yes, I'm still modifying all that for you. Rise onto your toes, soften your knees, look forward, take yourself to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stand all the way. Bring the prayer to your heart. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps between your hands, left foot turns. Inhale, warrior one. One breath. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back, make your way to downward dog. Again, it doesn't matter to me if you do push-ups, you don't do push-ups, you do up dog or cobra. Hips up and downward dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward, right foot turns, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back, high to low plank, upward dog, downward dog. On that note, Wednesday night is the winter solstice. In the studio, we're doing 108 sun salutations with live music. Anybody interested, give me a shout out. You can do it virtually if you want. Inhale. And exhale. Float your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot through. Turn your back foot on its side. Inhale, open warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, straighten your front leg, adjust your hips, adjust your footing. Triangle pose, reach out forward. Right hand on the inside, outside. Foot shin or your block. Triangle, left arm up, right arm down. Lift your knees up, protect. Square your hips, breathe in, find space. Exhale, release your left hand down. Turn your hips square, step your back foot in a foot or two or a couple of inches, whatever works in your body. I've been doing this a lot this week. So we're in a pyramid pose here. Lengthen your spine. And then walk your hands forward. This is my new obsession here. Bring your arms forward while your heels are still maintaining, the ground. Hips are squared. Keep the long spine. Don't fold all the way down around your back. Just keep long spine. Think about the length to create in the middle of your body. Keeping your left hand on the block, right hand moves to your sacrum. So the length is there now. Begin to rotate. Right arm comes up, stacking shoulders, hips are squared. So it's a longer arm distance, but giving you longer space in your spine. Inhale. Some things are born out of injury, and they feel really good in the body, so why not maintain it? Take another breath. Good. Find your deepest expression. Exhale, hands to the floor blocks. You can bring them back in as you step back just into downward dog. Let's just lift the hips in the air. Bring your feet together. Inhale, step your left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot through, turn the right foot on its side. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle, left arm down, right arm up and over. We're not here that long. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, straighten your legs, shorten your stance or stay where you are, hips out, torso forward, left hand down, right arm up, triangle pose. Inhale and exhale. Stack your shoulders, lift your knees, squeeze your heels together. Inhale. Good. On this exhale, right hand comes down, spin yourself forward, and step your back foot in a little closer. Take your two blocks. If you don't have them, take something out in front of you or just move your hands forward. Keep your arms long, so your arms are not underneath your shoulders, your hands are not underneath your shoulders. And then drop the right hip down, level out your torso, inhale, and exhale. Firm grounding through the feet. Keep the right hand on the block. Inhale, lengthen your spine again. Left hand to your hip as you turn to the left side. Left arm comes up, stretch. Twisted triangle pose. Looking at all the space you've created. Now you can rotate a little bit more while keeping the hips squared. No tension in the body. One more breath. Find your deepest expression. Exhale, hands on floor block. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Step back to dog. Hips up in the air. Inhale onto your high toes. Come into a high plank here. Lower your knees to the earth. Sit on your heels. Release your hands. One hand on top of the other. Close your eyes. And just start to breathe for a moment. Inhale, stretch your arms up, open your eyes. Exhale, come back to your hands and knees. Separate your knees for a moment. And then take your right leg, step it back behind you. Toes under, you can rock it a little forward and back. Inhale, lift your right leg up, toes down, hips and shoulders square, pull the belly in. Exhale, bring the right leg across to the left side of the floor, off your mat to the left side, and then draw your hips to the center. Good. Then bend the right knee and bring it behind the left knee and open up your feet. Have a block nearby. If you'd like to sit on the block or the floor, sit back. Good. Cow pose, left knee on top of right. And as we've done before, bring your arms up overhead. Bring your left arm under your right or hug yourself around. Eagle arms, inhale. Exhale, hands down the center of your body. Now you can stay right here or you can hinge forward, just like you did in bowing eagle, some of you, right? The first time we did bowing eagle, elbows in front of the knee. Your knees may be very high here if you're not sitting on a block, or even if you are. So just try to get above and in front of the knee. Or stay upright. Good. Sit upright if you're not. Inhale, stretch your arms up and overhead. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, shift yourself forward. Just move the block off to the side. You'll need it again. Walk your hands forward to plank. Tuck your toes underneath you so your left leg is still in front of your right. And then spin open to your left side. Choose to drop your left knee to the floor, Vashisthasana, with a staggered stance. Breathe in. Exhale. Come back to center. Bring your forearms right then left to the floor. Uncross your legs. Keep your right hand down. Spin onto the right side. Choose to have the right knee on the floor. Left arm up. Good. Inhale, both arms to the floor. Exhale. Lower your knees. Sit back, child's pose. Inhale, come to your hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, hips and shoulders width apart. Tuck your left toes behind you on the floor, square your hips. Inhale, push your right top of your foot, shin down. Lift your left leg up in the air, take it over to the right side, off the mat, no doubt. Hug your hips into the center. Inhale, turn your right foot to the left side, bring your left knee behind you. Grab a hold of a block if you'd like, and have a seat on the floor of the block. If you don't have a block, find something that might help elevate you. Sit up tall. Find your sitting bones beneath you. Inhale, float the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the right arm onto the left once or twice. Inhale, lift up. And again, you can stay upright or you can hinge forward like you did in your bowing eagle pose. Square your shoulders and hips, elbows in front of the knee. Lifting the belly up and in. Open your eyes, sit up tall. Inhale, release your arms all the way up. Exhale, come forward, move your block if you're on it. Step your hands in front of you, step your toes beneath you. Inhale, right leg is in front. Spin onto your right side, staggered Vashisthasana, or bring your knee to the floor for more support. Inhale, come back, turn it forward, left arm, forearm, right arm, forearm, undo your legs, left arm stays, spin it around to the right side, Lift the left side of your torso up. Exhale, forearms down. Square it off. Lower your hips down to the floor, Sphinx pose. Pull your collarbones through. Inhale, bring your knees, keep your knees down, walk your hands back. Child's pose. This time bring your arms by your side, palms up. Let your body drape right over your thighs. Let it go. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale. Exhale, press the top of the foot shin down. Rise your hips off your heels, arms away from your back. Pull the belly in. Rabbit pose. You should feel no pressure on your head. Inhale, release your hands, release your hips. Inhale, roll yourselves to sitting. Take your time, don't get dizzy. Bye, Laura. Have a great day. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Move your legs off to either side and bring your feet out in front of you. Adjust yourself, so rock and roll a little bit side to side. Water break. Okay. So sit up tall. Make sure that when you come back, your head is on your mat. I'm just going to spin myself a little bit more. Good. Inhale, walk your fingers forward, palms up, facing each other, thumbs up. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your chin to your chest, exhale, round your spine. Keep your legs long and strong. And roll down to the floor. Take your time, one vertebrae at a time. Lower back, middle back, upper back, head down. Right knee to your chest. Left leg bends on the floor. Cross your right knee all the way over your left knee. Open your arms to a T. Lift your legs off the floor. You can take a double wrap with your right leg underneath or just keep the legs apart. Take the right arm underneath. Last time, I promise. Eagle arms, eagle legs. Inhale, extend your arms and legs away from each other. Exhale, head and shoulders lift up, outer thigh reach. So it's a crunch to the outside of your right side. Head down, arms down. Exhale, keep going. Inhale, release. Exhale, crunch. Good, inhale one more time. Exhale, crunch, hold it here and pulse. 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale, head down, arms open up. Shift your hips right. You can cross or uncross your legs and move your knees over to the left side spinal twist. You can also be supported by a block anywhere. If you're crossed, uncross the legs. Bring your knees all the way into your chest. Hold on to the top of your foot, shin, ankle, lift your head and shoulders up. Inhale, release. Exhale, place the right foot on the floor, bend the knee. Left knee over the right once or twice. Inhale, bring your left arm under your right once or twice. Exhale. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders. Bring your arms to the outside of your left leg. Inhale, extend arms and legs. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, release. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, release. Exhale, crunch and pause. 3, 2, 1. Head down, arms open up. Hips move to the left. Knees fall to the right. You can cross, uncross. Twist. Uncross the legs, come back to center, hug your knees in, lift your head and shoulders up. and shoulders down, legs up. Flex and point. And let's go ahead and keep the right knee in and lower the left leg down on the floor. Bring the right knee a little bit off the side to the right side. Inhale, come back to center and straighten your right leg up. Flex and point through the ankle, roll the toes, the ankle. Inhale, rise up, lift your head and shoulders up, reach for your foot. Lift your left leg off the floor. Pause. Switch legs. Lower the right leg, bring the left knee to the chest, head, shoulders down. Bring the knee off to the left side a little bit more. Inhale, bring the knee to the center. Exhale, stretch the leg up, flex point, roll the ankle. Come to center. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders. Right leg off the floor, lift up. Exhale, switch legs. Good, inhale. Exhale, switch legs. Inhale, switch legs. Exhale, one more time each side. We'll end up with now the right leg up. And then lower your head, bring both knees back to your chest. Right hand on the right knee, left hand on the left knee, and make opposing circles. And reverse. Draw your knees in. And release your legs to the floor. Lay on your back and take the soles of your feet together. Take your hands on the inside of your thighs. You can have a moderate amount of distance between your heels and your groin. It doesn't have to be very close, doesn't have to be very far. Take your hands and roll the upper thighs outward, because we did a lot of that internal. We did some external. And then just take your arms overhead. Grab opposite elbows. Bring your left knee to your right knee. Take your both arms over to the right side and take your left arm longer than your right arm. Take the left arm up and over your head and open to a T. Get your possibly deepest stretch here. Inhale, bring your top leg up, should be your left leg. Soles of the feet together, lay on your back, cross the opposite arm in front overhead. And take your right leg over to your left side. Take both arms so you're resting on your left hip. Inhale, stretch your right arm, sweep it all the way up and overhead. And open into a twist for a nice deep opening. Inhale, open the right leg up. Soles of the feet together. Exhale, take your hands and draw the legs back together. Take your heels and bring them a little closer so you can sweep your fingertips and brush the heels with your hands. Tilt your pelvis, imprint your spine. Just lift the hips, the very, very base of your spine off the floor. Exhale, lower it down. Put a little arch in the back here. Notice the difference and then come back to neutral. Once again, imprint, start to peel the spine off from the lowest part of the body until you're resting on your shoulders, or take a block and place it underneath you for support. Or take your hands by your shoulders and find your biggest heart opening back bend. Stay for 3 to 5 breaths, find yourself yourself into your deepest space, biggest opening. When you're ready to come down, if you have a block, lift your hips up and move the block off, articulate down, or begin to articulate down all the way. Once again, hug your knees into your chest. Take another twist or bend, whatever feels good to you, or prepare yourself and lay onto your backs for your final Shavasana. Letting your legs and arms relax by your side, no tension anywhere in the body, no tension in the mind, so no conflicting thoughts, no to-do list. Let go of everything. Support yourself into the earth on your mat or whatever you might be on. Inhale. And as you exhale, let everything go. Find some stillness on your mat. Close your eyes. Empty out. Shavasana. If you would like to stay longer in your Shavasana, turn off the sound, turn off the computer, just rest on your mat. Or begin to bring yourself back into the space. This time, bend your knees, hug your knees, move your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, deepen your breath. Take yourself onto either side. Bring yourself up to a seated position. Close your eyes, gaze down to the tip of your nose, bring your hands to your heart. Shanti, 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 no peace, peace, peace to all. Namaste, Satnam, go in peace. Everybody, depending on when you might be seeing this, happy whatever, happy holidays, stay home, stay fit, stay healthy, get back.